I'm here to tell you a genuine story of geeky romance. So, if you're new, I brag about my boyfriend a lot. And I want to tell you the story of how I won this man's heart. So, how did I win this fine specimen of a human being? This exquisite beauty of untapped potential. I met him like years prior, and I still had his digits saved in my phone, and he is like a super D&D dork, okay? And I wanted to learn about D&D. A few years go by, and I still have his number in my phone. So I'm like, I'm gonna hit this guy up. I want to learn about D&D. So I ask him some questions. He helps me with some tidbits and ways I can play online, D&D online, right? A week goes by. I text him again. I'm like, hey, how about we hang out? We can talk about D&D and geek out a little bit. He was like, yeah, sure. He comes over to my apartment, and he is so fine. All right. Wearing a Kingdom Hearts shirt and stained jeans and a hoodie and a beanie. Ooh. We hang out a couple times. Each time, it gets a little weird. I ask him what he likes. Like, I just want to know about this guy. We put on movies about bugs that are aliens that fight each other that are also ninjas, and they're like 3 hours long, and we're just sitting there in awkward silence. I have no clue what's going on, but he's enjoying it, so, I'm happy for him. One of these nights, it hits 11 p.m. He has to go home. And I just said, screw it. By the time he got home, I messaged him. I was like, hey, you didn't want to stay the night? He's like, well, wouldn't that be weird if I stayed the night? And I was like, no, silly. I want... And it dawned on him. I had been making so many moves for like 2 weeks. Just like crazy. And he finally came over and stayed the night, and we've been together ever since. And I never learned anything about D&D. I don't play it. I don't know shit.